Alright. Hey guys, CVAG0 doing another RD2L group stage cast, and just had some technical difficulty, so I missed half the draft. But this is game one. It's Power Trip versus Team Pussy Wagon. Interesting name. I have casted Power Trip before. They're a pretty good team. But since this is what's it called, Swedish Round Robin or whatever, this probably means TPW is also a pretty strong team as well. I'm not sure how I'm going to pronounce this. I'll just say Team Wagon for now, just to keep it kind of PG. But anyways, looking at the draft, it's Alchemist, Outward Devourer, Shadow Demon, Clockwork. Pretty interesting and very annoying lineup to play against Clockwork, of course. I'm surprised he made it this far in the pool. But he'll most likely be that offlaner, Outward Devourer with that Disruption, Astral Imprisonment, and the Shadow Demon Disruption. This will be a very hard team to engage against, especially if you have a Bane that's that single target. It may not be easy to get a kill on. The Bristleback actually makes it through the pool. TPW picks them up with their first pick, Weaver as well, Bane and Crystal Maiden. So both teams are basically just looking for their last pickups. I think looks like both teams are looking for either their last carry, or for Power Trip they can go with the support. Alchemist can be played either as a support or a carry. Either or he's a pretty good combination with the Shadow Demon. Maybe we can look for some left track combination with him as well. Left track would not be bad. It does add a bit of pushing, and it combos decently with the Clockwork. For TPW, let's see, all they lack is their mid. Who are they going to use to try to match against the Outward Devourer? Power Trip actually bans out the Viper, but Razor is in the pool. That's a possibility. Kunkka as well. Kunkka doesn't do too badly against them. I think both sides, they can roam pretty easily. Shadow Demon +1 is always a great roamer. CM's a good roamer. And it does solve a bit of Bristlebacks and Bane's mana problems. Even Weaver. CM, she could also go jungle if they do not look to roam. For TPW, they ban out the Gyro, so they're afraid of the possible team fight that PT could bring to the table. So for them, they're lacking the mid. I did list there's Razor and Kunkka. I don't know too much about the players themselves. Captain Mothballs is doing the drafting for them, but I'm sure it's kind of a team effort going on. But this is week 5. It is a PST Friday matchup, and yeah, there's a Razor. Razor should do all right against OD, sap all his energy, not energy damage, and dish it right back in harassment. OD, of course, can be an annoyance. And here's the PL pickup. Interesting. And I like the pickup for sure. There's no immediate burst damage from TPW, and Weaver cannot really deal with the PL if this goes late. But that's a big if. Still, Razor's actually not too bad against the PL, because at least the plasma field will reveal immediately who is the real one, and it won't be easy for PL to outrun the Razor, because Static Link still shows where he is going. Yeah, it's kind of derpy. He's kind of invis, and you're kind of like tying his hands together when you're Razor. But I'm sure we'll see that a little bit. And yes, I love it when mid Razors go Static Link first. For whatever reason, I don't. Some mids just don't do that. It's a huge mistake not to. But here we go. If we're just looking at the lanes, both sides looking like they're not going to run the aggressive tri lane. I guess that's okay. If it goes into a farming where it will favor the Dire, just because of the PL and the way he works, he can just be a huge annoyance. Weaver won't have an easy time split pushing, because an army of PLs could just immediately make this Weaver useless. And if this goes late enough, a Diffusal Blade on PL can drain all of their mana. Life could get pretty hard for the Radiant side. Anyways, Clockwork. Well, okay, so they actually are going to run aggressive, because they're going to go for a level 1 kill. They did not smoke at all. This is pretty surprising, but they actually might catch the Alchemist if they wrap around sufficiently. Here we go. They're waiting for Mothballs to initiate with the sleep, or they're just kind of going in to block the camp. And so they're going to run a try with the Bristleback. That's not too shabby at all. And this is a decently high killing potential lane. And Sandshrew actually decides to go with Crystal Nova first. It's hard to say sometimes. It's very situational what to go first. But it's time for me to introduce the players. On the other sides, Captain Mothball's on the Bane. Bristleback is being played by Fiery Snake. CM is being played by Sandshrew. Razor is being played by Sweet Kissing, and on the Weaver, it's going to be switching lanes. That'd be interesting. On the other side, PT, it's Power Trip. They played pretty well in the Winter Finals, I believe, the Winter Open. But PT, the captain is Nitrana. Clockwork is being played by Tryhard Teammate. Pia is being played by Murdercat. Alchemist is Strenuous, and Camaril is on the Shadow Demon. We'll be looking for some, and they are looking for some ganks. The supports are missing. They are aware of that, but these two supports, they're hoping of getting a kill, but it's not going to be that easy at all. CM is scouting just a little bit. They do have wards. They block the camp, so they see them rotating just a tidbit. But this is going to be a very sad lane for this Clockwork. Look at him. It's the Clockwork and the Weaver. Not going to be easy for the Clockwork at all as soon as Weaver gets a few levels in Gemini attack. But Clockwork, you know, he's trying to burn all of Weaver's mana using the cogs, and that's what they're looking for. Well, that's what Clockwork is looking for if he wants to have a chance of winning this lane, or even just breaking even. And already, I mean, he has a decent start early on. He did get a stealth shell, so that will help him. But he did dish out a bit of harass. But top lane, that's where all the killing potential is. Currently, it's going to be in favor of the Dire if they can get the kills going. And yes, Alchemist is the one that needs to do the pull, but he realizes the camps are blocked, so he can't do too much about this. Most he can do right now is get a disruption into an Alchemist stun. Alchemist, yes, did pick up his stun first. But the mid, that's going to be a matchup to watch. OD is just getting trashed so far by this Razor. 7-4 to 1-1. That's just oh boy. Yeah, this is not looking too good for Neutrana. He's just getting zoned out so hard. And Razor playing this lane perfectly. OD just not going to have a good time, but he will catch up a bit once his Astral Imprisonment gets leveled up. He'll be able to seal more and we'll be able to last hit a little bit better. But life will not be easy for him. But here we go. Is there going to be a stun going out? CM's in a lot of trouble. Sandshrew looks to be dead for sure. Oh, nice sleep. Yeah, well, gets the deny. Holy crap, Bane. What a play. And instead, they're going to turn things around. Never mind. Another good play from the supports. The supports playing out of mind, but still Shadow Demon will go down. And Bristleback will trade with his life. So will PL. A ton of action going on early on. And once the doors break open, the floodgates will release that tide. And here we go. We get 2-2 is the kill, and 1 is a deny from TPM because Bane gets an excellent deny on the CM, and they instead pick up the first blood. So a great trade for the Radiant side. The Bristleback, we saw his powers. Level 3 and the Quill Sprays really do a lot of damage. He actually didn't go for any levels of Nasal Glue. I think Nasal Glue is actually a really good spell, even just at level 1. But this is an okay build. I like the build either way. It's just a ton of damage. I'm not going to criticize it at all. I think they're all very viable. But, you know, bot lane, Weaver did catch up a tidbit. She's 8-1 compared to 10-5 Clockwork. And this is where it gets hard for Tryhard Teammate. With it, switching lanes, actually goes for a Ring of Bacillus. Not too bad so far. Probably going to look to turn it to Ring of Aquila later on. Mid lane, OD, has he caught up? He's caught up a tidbit, just a tidbit, but like we expected, once he gets more int stolen, it should be a bit easy. Murdercat, he's in people. I like this idea. It makes it really hard for him to last hit. Look at that, only 36 damage. He has to be really, really good with last hitting and really lucky in order to get it. Because Fiery Snake, look at that, 70 damage compared to the 36, well, originally 30. But here we go. Maybe we might look for another Enfeeble. CM actually goes Arcane or level 2. Ooh, this is a pretty dangerous position for him to do it, but he knows that the creep waves is on his side. So he can be a tidbit aggressive. And Lane is pushing though, so Murdercat will be able to last it a little bit. If Bane could get an Enfeeble, this would be relatively annoying for Murdercat. But let's see, is there going to be more action? I'm going to have to try to keep my vision up here just to ensure that I catch all the kills. I think I've caught all of them so far. I guess that's not too hard to do. But you'd be surprised. Definitely you'd be surprised. Tryhard Teammate, it's actually pretty low. Weaver could look to maybe dish out some punishment. If he throws out a Gemini, if he gets this level in Swarm, this could be a kill. Actually, if he just gets time lapse, and he's very close to, he could just get ready to dive once the creep waves pushes once again. Because you will have time lapse in a little bit, just a little bit, about 2 or 3 more creeps. And actually, there is a smoke up from the Radiant support CM Bane looking to get a kill on the OD. This will not be too easy actually, because OD does have Astral Imprisonment. And is there any? No, there's no TPs. So just will they be able to get? Yes, it looks like they're in pretty good position, but Razor's not there to start sapping the damage. And here we go. Yes, I think this is going to be a kill. There we go, kill on the OD, and he just doesn't have any damage. He tried to turn around and get the kill on Mothballs, but when you don't have any right clicks, you just can't do much. But this is the time to go. They really need a disruption. Bristleback is actually playing it really dangerous. There we go. This should be a kill. Where's the stun? He should have charged it up a bit earlier. I think they're going to get the kill regardless. The supports aren't there. They need to toss it right now. This is not going to be so easy now. Maybe he could have thrown the acid, but that probably would not have worked. But that's just how tanky he is. That's just how annoying he is. And he dished a ton of damage at the same time. So the supports leave the lane, but they're unable to capitalize on the missing supports. But they canceled the salve. Still no kill. That was just a quick charge to cancel it. And oh, his mana potion gets canceled. And actually, oh my gosh, that's a ton of damage. I think, is he going to die of this? Why not? I mean, there's still the disruption. So he could disrupt himself just to make it a bigger pain in the ass. I think Shadow Demon might just sacrifice himself. Oh no, he gets out just fine. Bristleback gets caught out of position. But oh my gosh. What the heck? Weaver actually dies bot lane to the Clockwork. Clockwork must be playing out of his mind in order to have gotten that kill, or Weaver made a huge mistake. Time-lapse wasn't there. I'm guessing he got all his mana burned from the cogs and then wasn't able to time-lapse in time. Get out of damage. But a very good trade for PT. The fact that Clockwork was able to get a solo kill on the Weaver and they get the kill on an overly aggressive Bristleback is really big. Really, really big. Good plays. Well, actually, all the supports so far. But if we look at the CS, that's going to be important. PL is at 20 and 1 deny. Bristleback's at 23. Both carries I think have died once or twice. No, just twice for Bristleback, once for the PL, so not too shabby at all. It will favor Power Trip because you know they do have the Cancer Lancer. Bang could look to start setting up some. Whoa, what is this build? Man, what is this build? Mothballs, I don't know if you are able to justify this. I've not seen this build ever. It's normally like 1-4-1, and then maybe 1 in here later on. And then you start putting more levels into the Feeble, because just 1 levels of Nightmare is so good. You don't need that much, I believe. Okay. Maybe they can put more, it's kind of a disable to keep people out of the fights. But you'll have to be really hesitant when you're using it to save your teammate though. That's the only bad thing about keeping it so high level. But I don't know. I really think the levels in Brain Sap is just too good. It really doubles your killing potential if they're able to get it off. Alright, but we'll see if he's just really pro with these sleeps. We will see. But OD, how has he been doing since then? But he's getting harassed by a bunch of illusions. He's 21 and 14, so that's not too bad of a CS. He was getting just wrecked earlier. Razor is 30 and 11. That's not too bad. There's some pings going out top lane. Alchemist is trying to run away. He could look to try to turn around. No, he's not going to. Bane looking for a sleep. Not going to get it. See. Oh, what? Courier actually died. Yeah, Courier is actually dead. That's actually a big deal. Where did they get the Courier? Was the Courier even upgraded? I don't even know. I wasn't even taking a peek or anything. Bot lane Clockwork, he could look to rotate. He actually decides to go Treadsworth, not really going to go in on this. Oh, a bit of dewarding action. Sleep. Just waiting for a couple more setup spells. Bristleback is still too far. Now they go on this. Here we go. Bristleback is there to tank up some damage. Clockwork rotates in, gets a hook, cogs in 2 heroes. This is looking really bad for the Dire, but there's a stick charge right here. They do kill the CM, but Bristleback is dishing a ton of damage. He kills 2, maybe almost 2, maybe 3. Will kill 3. Razor is there. Nice kill, nice pick off. It looked ugly, but then that's just what Bristleback does. Takes damage, dishes out the Quill Spray, and he has the active in a Quill Spray, and that's just a lot of damage. They do get the kill on high priority heroes too. The 1 and the 3 row and a support, I believe. Yeah, they get the kill on Alchemist. Alchemist probably looking to get a medallion, but that will be slowed down. He could also get a mech. We may see that coming. And oh, dang, it's just doing a bit of dewarding, but he's out of mana. He does have a soul ring, so he could look to get something set up. Does have a level and grip. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to turn on this. Although with the disruption from the Shadow Demon, it would be pretty difficult. Acerun is bought. I wonder if Razor intends to pick that up. OD, does he have a bottle? He actually doesn't have a bottle. He's gonna check top. Will realize it's not there. OD think he saw it. Now he's gonna get the Acerun. Lucky play for it. Oh, here's the boar. Here's the boar. What a shame. What a shame. But the Radiant, they need to put more pressure. The Bristleback is, I think could possibly start looking to take towers if they want to. Murdercat doesn't have anything right now. He's looking to get drums up. He will almost have it actually. Clockwork, I think, once a hook onto Razor, won't be so easy for him. Maybe OD could look to set up an Astral Prism and then Clockwork can just put a Cogs in. I think that's the safer bet for now. Oh, he does get the Imprisonment right here. Clockwork is here. Is there going to be any rotation from the Radiant? Where's the Cogs? Oh, he actually just does in a short range hook. They get, well, they invest a lot to get that kill. Clockwork hook, and they get the OD ultimate. Probably not necessary for the OD ultimate, but still worth it. They might be able to get the kill on the Bristleback because they did rotate in the Bristleback. He needs to be a tidbit careful. They don't have too much damage though. CM and Bane are smoked. They could look to do something about this. And again, Bane just maxing out Nightmare. Whoa. Very intriguing for sure. Will they get the grip? Grip! Yeah, long range grip is there. Imprisonment is there. This is a full duration, but Nitrana will fall for this. Bane actually doesn't have any boots. Somehow he catches up to that one. OD, yeah, OD has boots. Surprisingly. So it's time for me to move to the net worth graph. Bristle and Razor sitting on top for the Radiant. But what does the graph say? TBW is ahead, almost 1.5k. EXP is about the same as well. Weaver has been just farming away. Didn't have that great of a start, especially since he died. So he has yet to really turn the Ring of Bacillus into anything. Bristleback, they do get the first tower of the game. It's a mid tower. TPW. Want to systematically take more towers, and yes, here they go. They rotate in. They have a very nice board here, so it will not get easily deawarded this time around. They need to be careful. It's smart not to go up here. That would have been a disastrous fight if they actually done that. How many heroes do they have? 1, 2, 3. Well, kind of. Where's Bristle? Bristle, where are you at? Well, it's actually going in on a Clockwork. I don't know if they can kill him. Clockwork actually hooks away, save himself. Probably not necessary. I actually would have liked to have Bristleback chase him a little bit further, and he leaves the Cogs and then hook out the Cogs. Actually, that might be difficult. Yeah, that might be difficult. You might end up looking to Bristleback from your back, just the way like Pudge hook works. It's kind of annoying. But they're looking to engage top. Bristleback has rotated top as well. He does have his Vanguard finish. This will be difficult for him. Bane didn't want to grip that one because he wasn't sure if it was an illusion or not. That would have been a huge waste if it was an illusion. But they're just going to bang on this tower. The the Dire are aware that they can't fight this. PL almost has his drums. He really wants an Sure. But Weaver is also here. Wow, they're investing a lot. They're not going to do any shenanigans. OD is sitting mid trying to farm. That's kind of the problem. He can't really fight early on. He's looking to get the mech. But here we go. Ooh, he could have disrupted. They need to stop this somehow. There's 3 levels on Acid Spray, so that will help just a tidbit. PL's still farming away. Will have his drums, but CM is here. Needs to be very careful. Murdercat, whoa, actually gets slowed. Oh, they get the kill on Illusion. Good job. As always, Acid Spray slowing things down just a little bit. But Bristleback is still the scary hero here. He's the one that can dish a ton of damage out. Alchemist will have his Acid Spray back up once again. Yes, he is going for the medallion. We'll have it very soon, if not already. Clockwork as well will throw out some. This looks to be a 5-man, well, almost a 5-man fight. OD does have a TP scroll if necessary, but they need to do something. They really need to go in pretty soon. I don't know if it's worth. They can lose a tier 2 tower because they don't have anybody really split pushing or farming. OD is to a certain extent, but I think they need at least a better trade. But actually, it's the Radiant that decides to blink and will back out. Unsure about taking fights like that. Bristleback and the 2 other Radiant heroes are mid. Maybe they plan on doing a bit more damage. To be honest, I think the Radiant could have taken that fight. Because Razor had his mech, yeah. That was a big deal because OD doesn't have his mech. I think they definitely could have taken that fight, especially if their positioning was superior. Switching lanes. Well, I think he's working on the Lincoln Sphere, but it might be a bit difficult. No, they're going to go on Neutrana. They're not going to be able to cancel this at all. That's really good play from Neutrana. Realizing that. Oh, wow. Bane was really close to canceling that TP. He went through the backside. But that was a really good play from OD. If he was just a tidbit late and if he had walked just a little bit further, he would have died for sure. He's trying to get the deny. He might get it, but Razor. Oh, no denier. Hard kill right there. Clockwork could look to re-engage into this. OD is back. They're ready to fight, or this Bristleback is not there. PL is not there. I think this is a good situation for the Dire, but no, it's the Radiant again. They're blinking. They're just gonna move, and now they're just being a huge pain, trying to take this towers. Trying to. I wouldn't call it rat Dota. I think it's like smart Dota, in my opinion. They're just still pushing a lot, putting a lot of pressure in. PL, I think he now sees them. I think it's time for him to just start pushing top lane, get a bit of a trade, and get ready to TPN. And there's a ton of damage. Acid Spray is not yet out, so Clockwork Hook goes in, and Shanshu is in a lot of trouble. See him, I think will die. Yes, she will pay with her life to the Alchemist's Acid Spray. There's a ton of damage being sold. PL TPs into the middle of basically everybody in the whole damn world. There's going to be a stun on at least just okay. Nice sleep from the Bane. That's where the sleep is useful. And Shadow Demon actually picks off the Bristleback somehow in the backside. I wasn't even looking at that. Oh, nice Force Staff into a Cogs. Bane looks to be dead for sure. Oh, the ulti was even tossed as well. Another stun. It's going to be a two-man stun. It's looking terrible. Sweet Kissin might die here. I think he's going to die. More right clicks. There we go. Tryhard teammate will pay with his life, though. Weaver is there. Stun from the CM has rejoined the fight. Switching lanes. Wants to kill more people. She does have time lapse. Could look to do a bit more damage. Time lapse is that, but Sakuchi will not dodge. The sun is almost dead. I think he will die right here. Just one more right click. Yes, they do get the kill. Neutrana also trying to kill the Shanshu. Shanshu will die, gets captured like a boss, and sent back to the fountain. No Poco center for him. Bristleback. He died in the backside. I wasn't even sure he didn't have his entire team around there. You got to be really careful when you yellow in like that. And bad positioning will make him pay dearly. But he's still the lead farmer. But this is a huge dip in terms of gold. Basically, their gold advantage comes from taking all 3 tier 1 towers. But EXP is in favor of PT. And it might get ugly because they do have the PL. PL is farming. He's got 1,000 gold in the bank. Probably going to get the Diffusal Blade, I expect. Because that is kind of the fight now build. After Diffusal Blade, it could get Diffusal too and then turn into Heart. Or it can go Diffusal into Manta. Either or, not bad at all. But they're putting a ton of resistance against this mid-game lineup of TPW. But they're going to try to bang their heads once again. They can take this for sure. They have no big ultis to really waste except for the Bane ulti, and he didn't get it off that last time. I guess Razor is as well, but he's got it back. It's almost level 2, but they got to be really careful. Clockwork Hook is looking. He's searching for a hook. He does have that Force Staff, so he's doing very well for himself. He's level 12 compared to the Razor that's level 10 that went mid. He got the solo lane mid. You will find a region room good for him. Now they're looking to get the PL. Do they have the detection? Yeah, Bane has some detection. Won't be so easy for him, Weaver. I think Weaver should be split pushing or farming just a little bit. I don't know if he wants to fight because he doesn't even really have a fight now build. The fight now build for Weaver is kind of a treads, drums, rings of a killer. That's kind of the fight now build, and that's not exactly what he has. He's going for that Lincoln Sphere, and it's going to take a while. And even his build's been all over the place too. It gets a ring of health, kind of gets a ring of Bacillus, and then goes back for Bracer. I don't know. It's hard to say. Sweet Kissing. A spot. They know that the Shadow Demon's there, but they're going to try to go. They find an army of PLs. None of them are real. They want to do what that? Sure. As soon as they walk past that, they'll see that there is a ward there. PL, what's he got? He's only 5th on the net worth chart, 3rd on his team. Clockwork has just been doing a really good job. PL also had a really hard lane for sure. That's a ton of damage to Acid Spray max level like that. Just deals so much. Razor And it really slows down the push. I really like the skill build from the Alchemist, recognizing that they're looking to push. And there's a disruption. Oh my gosh, Cogs on 2. Bristleback is separated. OD ulti is there. They clean up house. That's 3 for Nil already. They can't do anything. If Bristleback gets bursted like that, he's just oh, Sweet Kissin will also die. Only the Weaver gets out, and he TP's home. Oh, this Clockwork playing it out of his mind. Maybe that's when you realize you should ban him, and that's why he's so good in the current metagame. And I would be so sad if they nerf him. Be really sad. And PL with that giant team fight win does have over half of his diffusal blade up. Bristleback gets overtaken. OD has now gone in because the hammer was dropped. It did so much damage. Just a disruption. This is going to be really bad mothballs. I'm not sure what he's thinking TPing in like that. He dies basically for free, feeding his life away, and this is where things get really nasty. The lead basically thrown away by the Radiant, and they're just going to continue pushing it. And why not? They can't get stopped at this point. And this is where heroes like Bane, see, just don't do much. I mean, Bane is nice, but like against a PL, what are you going to do against a PL? And since he's single target, you get 2 ways of disrupting that single target that gets gripped. Ooh, life gets hard for the Radiant side. I'd hate to be on that. And I mean, Weaver is doing the right thing. He's doing a bit of split pushing. He's at 1300 gold, but other than that, he's got nothing. I'm interested to see, will he try to complete the Lincoln Sphere? If not, even then, like, is Lincoln Sphere the right choice? I just don't know. I can't tell you, man. I really can't tell you. They might just need something big, or Rat Dota the way to victory. Looking at the PL, well, he's finished the Diffusal Blade, and probably looking to work on his anti-stall very soon. That Courier is just going to pick up the Diffusal Blade. Weaver jungling it up just a tidbit, taking advantage of his tread switching abilities to maximize his mana. And Weaver, what's he going to do against this army of PLs? And Clockwork, oh jeez, he has to be very careful. Maybe he can get a deny. He might be lucky with the deny. He's not even going to attempt it because he realized he could just pay for his life. The Clockwork, I really like the fact that he went forced that first to go kind of with his first big item. Kind of big item. I really like that. I think, personally for me, I probably would have gone like drums just to tank up. But I guess he's just had an amazing start. Yeah, he can just do that. And in the end, the Force Staff has proven to be the right choice. It's set up so many more extra kills. And he's more than halfway done with that. Oh, excuse me. Aghanims only needs about 1 more part. He's got 1k in the bank already. And this will be a really fat Clockwork. Probably 25-minute Ags Force Staff. And you got to be careful. For the Radiant side, it's even if Weaver goes for that split pushing, it might be too late because 10-second Clockwork hooks is just too ridiculous. Double sentries, the CM sees it. Oh, actually no, it doesn't see it. The Dire do, however. I'm gonna deal with the illusions from the PL just to be a bit safer. Bristleback unable to farm too much. Actually, even goes back for the Medallion of Courage. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Okay, I'm back. Bristleback. Wow, I think it's an interesting pickup for the Medallion of Courage. I do like the fact that he's going for the Mithril Hammer, but the Medallion of Courage doesn't really do that much for you. I guess you can concentrate the OD, but in the end, you are leaving this Cancer unaddressed. And he's already got Yasha. Yes, he is going to go for the Manta Saw. Of course, he can always go back for a Heart. Depending on the game, some teams can do that. There is a DD room. Weaver could look to pick that up. We got 1700 gold, so saving up that much money, I do assume that's probably going to be a Lincoln Sphere. ODs, wow, on his way to a Hexic, over halfway. We'll have it very, very soon. And once he gets a Hexic, I just don't see any comeback mechanism that TPW can possibly have. I mean, Bristleback is their damage right now, and so is kind of their razor. But here we go. They spin a ton of ultimates right here. Alchemist sees that. They Acid Spray is there. Oh my gosh, Sweet Kissin's gonna die here. I believe. Oh, I don't know. It's out just all right in the end. But a ton of ultimates used. Even the bang grip. Wow, holy crap! Did they use all of that on one hero? Was it? I don't know if they use it. I don't know. No, Clockwork needs a couple more CS before he has his Aghanims. I thought it was gonna be 25. I lied. Probably gonna be about 27. Damn. Okay. Missing last hits. OD farming away even at the Ancients. 1100 gold and the bank will have his ultimate orb very soon, and then look for him to get that mana stone. DD they need that badly if they want a chance of winning this team fight. Probably should give it to Weaver. Respect is just set her tank, and even then, if he shows the front of his face, he'll just get obliterated. We saw in that last team fight, when his face was just turned just a little bit, he took so much damage. On OD, great pickup against them for sure. PL doing PL things, pushing the lanes out with his illusions, being a huge annoyance, and there we go, bam, bam. PL he's actually pretty close to his Yasha. Needs the ultimate orb, still needs the recipe, but I don't expect them to have any hard time finding in the farm. And the Radiant, they're bunched up. They're kind of scared, but they're gonna try to attempt to smoke. I don't know if it's a good idea. They actually lose their top tower. Yeah, holy crap! They lose their top tower. They really want to go on this. Oh man, they're gonna run into the Clockwork. This is really sad for them. Clockwork can just hook away. I expect it. Well, oh man, oh what a player! Just being a huge annoyance, burning all their mana. Even the Bristleback is kind of blocked away from himself, and they have to disengage. They have no choice but to. And you know, top lane is pushing a bit. OD is there pushing bot. He does have an ultimate orb, only 700 away from a hex stick. And like I said, once the hex stick is picked up, I just don't see how they can come back. I see no way. They have the burst damage. They have the lockdown. PT that is. They have the burst and lockdown to finish off the Bristle and finish off the Razor, because Razor just doesn't do. It seems like his damage is just kittens. It really is. He doesn't have anything. He does have 1800 gold, but go big, go home. Maybe if he can finish up a refresher, Hags, I will applaud him and give him a rare. But that's not happening, I guess. OD. Litrana. Yeah, it's really close to finishing. Hex stick. There we go. 27-minute Ags. Clockwork. Not too shabby. And oh no, their Clockwork does get the hook off, but he's kind of just disengaging. But no, they might try to go on this sweet kissing. Well, takes a purge to the face. Should be fine. Again, no fighting. They don't have to fight. They're not going to risk anything. PL just farming his balls off. Oh, yeah, Alchemist. Actually, we haven't checked up on this guy in a while. He's going for AC. How often do you see this? And he will have it very soon. He's got 2 levels in Grievel's Greed, so his farming is not too shabby at all. This is the backup carry that we're looking at. I don't even know. Like, his farming is looking really nice. And there's a rotation from the Radiant. Will they be able to catch out Neutron? It's going to be very difficult. They need to sleep, or they need a grip. Grip! Oh, he gets fogged. Can't get anything. There's no mobility. So he gets in his there. This is looking really bad for the Radiant. But, okay, no one rotates in. Well, we do get a TP. I think that's from the PL. No, not from the PL. It's from the Clockwork. He's got a hook. He's got an invis room. Searching things out for a little bit. Will get the hook. Oh, hook misses. Oh, try hard. Gets. Oh, well, they do get the Bristleback at least. Will they be able to kill him? No, Cogs is there. Actually disrupts his team more than anything. Clockwork does have another hook in about 2 seconds. Well, he's not going to go for it. He's playing safe at this point after playing like a baller for the first 10-15 minutes. X6 finally finished for OD. I mean, in general, I think they can just group up and finish this. But, you know, be safe. Be safe. I guess they don't really know how far ahead they are. Metstall basically finished, and there we go. AC finished on Alchemist. So many big items pulled up already. Bristleback has not made any real... We got the BKB, but it's not enough. If he gets hexed up first, it's over. And even then, he just get isolated by the Clockwork. AC up on Alchemist. This is support Alchemist, guys. Support Alchemist. See him not having the time of her life. Even just going to have to upgrade a wand this late into the game. That's a sad sign. We were trying to do a bit of split pushing. I was actually going to go for a BKB Me and again, this item build, so it's all over the place. Can't really finish one like mid tier item. But that's just the type of game it's been for this Radiant side. And they could the Dire could go for a rush. And yes, I think they're thinking about it. They do have acid spray. They do have a medallion. And they do have a medallion. Bam, bam, bam. Even the alchemist is a decent damage to this Roshan. Roshan -7 armor, -4. Well, just that through. And OD, man, that pure damage going through, ripping him apart. Aegis is there. Man, they're really confident not gonna take it immediately. They know there's no way that this Radiant team could even contest. Weaver is just backing up. I think he could have stayed in lane just a little bit more, farm it, at least maybe one more creep wave, and then go back. I guess he wants just get some more mana up before then. There's a disruption. This is the annoying factor I was going to talk about. To catch him out, and oh my gosh, blown up. Mech did basically nothing for him. Didn't even need to use the hex, and why not? Don't need to reveal it that early. Save it for the bristleback. Cooldown's actually not too long, 35 seconds. And they're just gonna go. Why not? Razor does not. Well, he does have buyback actually. Yes, he's going to have to buy back. I don't know if it's going to be enough. They do have Aegis on this PL. He does have basically everything in the world that he needs to break base. And nice force staff. Bristleback. I think he also has buyback. Yes, he does have buyback. That's a good thing about this early in the game. If they make a push like that, the Radiant, they're no rush. They really are no. I mean, the Dire is in no rush to finish this. That's all. The difficult game for TPW. But this is game one. Even if they lose this game, they have one more chance to come back and tie things up. No, they're just going to continue. Kind of doing exactly what the Radiant did early game. Gonna do pressure one tower, pressure the other tower, force the other team to kind of go back to Clockwork's in prime position to get a multiple hero hook. Be looking for it. Don't block the hook. Don't block the hook. OD. Hook comes in, hits two heroes just like I expected. OD ulti is thrown out. They dish out too much damage. BKB is there, but they already killed three. This, oh my gosh, look at that! Look at that! There's absolutely nothing. GG, well played gets called. Oh man, well played indeed from the Dire side. One positioning mistake like that did cost the game. Razor is trying to get a couple kills, but this was game one. TPW gets taken down by Power Trip. Power Trip still proving to be a very strong team. But this is week 5, PST Friday, RD2L. And this is CVAC. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I also hope you guys join me next time for game 2. See you then.